welcome to week 2 of Girls Empowerment Group. I'm so glad that you're here. You're awesome for being here. So this is our second week. Last week we talked about self-esteem as our first theme. If you haven't watched that video, you can go watch it now. It's on our playlist, Girls Empowerment, or you can watch it after this video. But we're also going to be talking a little bit about self-esteem today, while we start our theme about conflict and drama. So, I think this is important because in middle school, friend groups start to change. The way that people have conflict with each other or like fight with each other, have disagreements really changes. And I hear the word drama thrown out a lot, which I don't know the true definition of it. I'd love to hear what your definition of drama is. But I know it's there. I've been in middle school. I kind of know what drama is. I hear about it from middle schoolers. I see it. It's sticky and it's mean and it's complicated. So we're going to talk about how to deal with that and get through drama. So my definition of drama is like, I think of it as like girl on girl conflict, like girls kind of being mean to each other, picking on each other. And also like drama could be like about like dating and relationships too, or like who likes who. That's what I think drama is, but like, again, let me know what you think. And so a lot of girls in middle school often like put each other down by calling each other mean names, starting and spreading rumors, excluding people from their groups or their cliques, talking about someone behind their backs, and even sometimes physically fighting other people. So like, why are girls in middle school all of a sudden doing these things? Is it like because girls are just all of a sudden mean in middle school? That's a rhetorical question. The answer is not necessarily. Things have just changed. So, going back to self-esteem. Self-esteem is basically how you think about yourself. And like I said in my last video, a lot of girls have low self-esteem. And that's because, girls are put under so much pressure and so many expectations from the world around them about how they should look, how they should act. And there's a really big focus on looks too, on how you look. And this comes from, peers at school, but oftentimes we get these ideas from like the media, like social media, like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, like who has the most followers, who are the influencers, right? What do they look like? How do they act? And we also see these influences on like TV and movies, like who are the really likable characters, right? And we compare ourselves to them. So it's a ton of pressure. And a lot of the pressure is on looks, and in middle school everyone's hitting puberty and getting interested in dating, and so that just becomes a big part of it. And focusing on looks is really hard because you can't really change how you look, and people can just be so cruel about it. But that's not all, but people get bullied for a lot of reasons too. And so yeah, girls will compare each other to each other all the time at school, and in general. And, sometimes when you're feeling down on yourself, something that we all kind of learn at some point in our lives is like, oh, well, if I can look at the flaws in someone else, it'll make me feel better about myself, right? And we kind of call that power over. So wanting to get power over someone. So here's a doodle that I drew. My drawing is not very good, but this person is putting themselves up on a pedestal, maybe because they're feeling down on themselves. They might have low self-esteem. And instead of saying just, I am awesome, they're like, I am better than you, which probably makes them feel better, but it's kind of mean, right? And so in order to really like put power over someone else, this person's kind of in a little cage. They're feeling down on themselves. They're being bullied. They might call them mean names. They might spread rumors about them. They might physically fight them. They might exclude them from their group to feel power over. We're going to talk about the difference between power. So we're going to talk about power with, because that's really important. Because it's like, if you get caught up with your friends bullying and spreading rumors, and you get caught up in it, it can be really hard to break free from that. Like if your friends are like being mean to some other person, here's a good drawing. If your friends are being mean to some other person, it can be really hard to say, hey, you know what, you shouldn't do that. You should be nice to them, right? Because then your friends might turn your back on you. So that can be like really, really hard and complicated to figure out, well, what am I supposed to do in this situation? So instead of finding power over, a suggestion that I have, and I'd love to hear all of your ideas on Thursday about how to get through drama in these sticky situations. This is something called power with, which basically means that you have power when you can lift each other up, right? Like no one here is on a pedestal and no one is in a little cage and everyone's just chilling. So some things that I wrote down here is with power with, you might say, we are all amazing in our own way. Or we are stronger because of our differences, right? Like it's okay to be different. And also we will protect and uplift each other, right? So always looking out for each other, and being kind and just reminding each other how awesome they are, right? Because that boosts your self-esteem. And if you feel confident about yourself, like there's no reason to put down other people. So that's really important. Those are things that you can do with your friends, with your classmates, is try and lift each other up. And yeah. And so for this week, our activity is I'll post a list of affirmations in the bio and also email it. And look through it, pick one or two that you really like of those affirmations, write it down, and then put it up somewhere where you will see it every single day. These are the ones that I wrote down. I wrote down, I am creative, I am compassionate, I am beautiful. And look at the ones on the list. I just came up with these on my own, but look at the ones on the list. They're really, really great. I did one about looks, but I'm just beautiful inside and out. And so put this up somewhere where you'll see it every single day. Like I'll probably put this by my mirror. So like every single time I wash my hands or brush my teeth, I can say this to myself. And this is important for you so you can start building more positive self-esteem and feel more confident with yourself. Because like I said, the more confident you feel about yourself, the less you're going to want to hurt other people, right? And then also, I encourage you very, very much to think of a few great things about one or two people in your life, whether it's a friend, a sibling, a parent, and share it with them. You can write it in a note, you can send it in a text, you could just say it to them, call them on the phone and share it with them, because that's a big part of it too. We have to lift each other up, so we can avoid hurting each other. That's so important. Anyway, I can't wait to see you all on Thursday, and thanks for watching.